Yo, what up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about systems. And if you've been studying conservation of energy, you've probably come across the idea of a system. It can be a confusing idea, but we're going to make it clear in this video what exactly a system is. So you may see something like this depending on how your teacher teaches it, where there's like a circle and there's things that are in the system and everything else is outside the system. You have different types of energy and the energy changes, but the total energy is supposed to stay the same. So let me show you an example, and we're going to look at this example through several different ways, each time choosing a new system and see how it differs. All right. So the situation is the same each time. Sergeant Drop is going to jump off of a cliff into the water. He's going to use a parachute, and the parachute limits him to a velocity of 10 meters per second. So it's the same thing you saw in the last video. So now here's the different types of energy: kinetic energy, gravitational energy, and then you have your total energy, which would be a combination of the two, where these two bars should always add up to give you the total. Now what you have here, whether you know it or not, we've defined a system to be the man and the earth. Okay, now why do I say that? Well, the man, because you have kinetic energy, which you only have kinetic energy if he's moving fast. So we're at least watching him and seeing how fast he moves. All right. And if we're calculating the energy, we also have to know how much mass he has. So he's in the system, but the earth is also in the system. And the way I know that is you have gravitational energy. Gravitational energy is based on how high he is above the earth and how hard the earth's gravity is pulling him down. If you don't have the earth in your system, then it doesn't make sense to have gravitational energy. And so he falls and his parachute opens. And remember, height is related to gravitational energy. So when he loses height, he's going to lose gravitational energy. And speed is related to kinetic energy. So as he speeds up, he's going to gain kinetic energy. So that's why you see him lose the gravity right here and gain kinetic. But as he goes down, his gravitational gets smaller and smaller, but his kinetic is limited because the parachute doesn't let him go any faster. And so you add these together to get the total. The total is actually going down. And so if you watch the other videos, you would know that this means we have an open system. Energy is leaking out. All right. So here's how much energy is left, like right before it hits the water. And this is how much, if you go up here, how much energy you had at the beginning. So this blank area is work that was done on this system. And anytime you have work done, there must have been an outside force doing the work. So there had to be some force that was not done by something that was not in the system. Otherwise, the total energy would stay the same. All right, so let's look at the forces on him as he was falling. So as he was falling, he would have had this force of gravity the whole time, pulling him down, and he would have had a force of friction from the air pushing up on his parachute. And so let's look at these forces one at a time. The force of gravity. What did the force of gravity? Well, the Earth did. Okay, and the Earth is part of our system. So that's not an outside force. That shouldn't change our total energy. Right? Instead, this force is an internal force. It's just going to change the gravitational energy into kinetic energy. It's not going to bring the total energy up or down. However, there's a second force, the force of friction. That is caused by the air. The air is not in our system. It is an outside force from an outside object. And the air resistance is going to have the effect of bringing the total energy down. Okay? And the way this happens is the gravitational energy gets turned to kinetic by the gravity. But then the kinetic energy, he's moving, he's pushing the air molecules out of the way. That kinetic energy is getting turned into thermal energy. And thermal energy is just what we call surrounding molecules moving faster. All right, so an outside force, which was a force of friction from the air, caused a change in energy. It did work, in this case, negative work on our system. All right, so there's other ways of looking at this. We could just say the system is a man. All right, and if the system is the man, then the man has kinetic energy if he moves. All right, but there's no gravitational energy here because the Earth is not part of our system, so we don't care how far he is from the Earth. And if we look at it this way, he starts off with no energy because he's not moving at the top. But when he jumps, he gains kinetic energy. The parachute limits his speed so that he doesn't actually gain any more kinetic energy. He just gets faster up to a point and then can't go any faster. And what happened here is we had no energy, but now we have a little bit energy. So let's look at the forces and see what caused this change in total energy. Because if you have any change in total energy, whether positive or negative, you must have work done by an outside force. So in this case, both forces are outside forces. The force of gravity came from the Earth, which is not in our system. It had the effect of bringing the kinetic energy up, right? Which in turn brought the total energy up. So that was an outside force doing positive work. But at the same time, you had the force of friction from the air. The air is not part of our system, so it's also an outside force. And it had the effect of taking away energy from our system, which is the person falling. It took energy away from him. All right, so this time you had two outside forces, one adding energy and one taking away. And the net effect of that is that we gained a little energy on the way down. All right, so both of the systems we've seen so far are open systems. Because the total energy is changing and because they're being influenced by an outside force. All right, is there a way to do this so this is a closed system? Well, yes, we're just going to include the man, the earth, and the air. All right, and the man, we study him to see his kinetic energy. If he's moving, he has none. Once he speeds up, he'll have some kinetic energy. The faster he goes, the more kinetic energy he'll have. The earth causes there to be gravitational energy. And then the air, all right, now the air is moving around everywhere, so there's actually a lot of thermal energy. But we're just going to use this bar to represent any new thermal energy that's created by him falling, right? And so he jumps off the cliff. Immediately, gravitational energy is turned to kinetic energy, and he pulls his parachute, and the parachute limits his kinetic energy from going any higher. But you'll notice that this time, any kinetic energy that would have been here is instead turned to thermal energy. It's causing the air molecules around him to move faster. And by adding all these three together, you get a total that doesn't change. So here you have a closed system, right? And so looking at the system again, there's two forces working on him. There's a force of gravity, and the force of gravity comes from the Earth, which is in the system. And that doesn't affect the total energy. It just takes the gravitational energy, turns it into kinetic energy. But it still stays within the system. And likewise, the force of friction is from the air. It's also now in our system, so it's an internal force. It causes the guy's kinetic energy to turn into thermal energy. But that energy is still in our system because the air is still in our system. All right, so that's three ways of looking at the exact same thing. And depending on which system you choose, you're either going to say that energy was transferred within the system, or you're going to say that work was done by an outside force. Either way, the total energy of the system and its surroundings put together will stay the same. The conservation of energy is still followed. Hopefully this helps, and I will see you all in another video.